and I'm defining early retirement again as retiring prior to 59 and a half. So as always, this is not personal financial, tax, or investment advice. It's just for education. So this video truly could have been included in last week's video where I talked about tax planning, but in reality, this just requires more explanation. So I wanted to give it a standalone video. So I'm going to talk about what are Roth conversions and why are they important for an early retiree. So to back up, if you put money in a 401k and you defer the taxes till later, meaning you get a tax deduction in the year you put the money in, that is called pre-tax or tax deferred money. So when you go to retire and say that 401k, you start withdrawing from it, or maybe you roll it over into a traditional IRA, every dollar you take is going to be considered ordinary income to you. As opposed to that, if you had Roth 401k money or you had a Roth IRA, the money you put in was after tax, meaning you'd already paid the taxes on it, and it grows tax free and it gets distributed tax free, subject to certain rules and regulations. Now usually that's going to be 59 and a half and or the account being open for 5 years. So why am I going over this? So remember what I said last week or last video. If someone retires early, a lot of times in those early years, you're trying to keep income at a certain level. You're trading high income in those early retirement years for good tax planning, meaning you're keeping more even though you're living on less because it's more tax efficient. Now, the good news about that is that means that you're usually in a lower tax bracket. So in the future years, if you have things coming online such as Social Security for you and or a spouse, or you're going to start taking withdrawals from other accounts outside of a brokerage account, well, all of a sudden your tax bracket just went up. So the whole concept of doing a Roth conversion is taking tax deferred money and turning it into tax free money. Now again, it's not free. You have to just pay the taxes in the year you do the conversion. So the whole concept being, if you have $1 million in a tax deferred traditional IRA, that's not really $1 million to you. You're going to have to pay taxes on that. So whatever your tax bracket is when you remove the money is really how much that is worth to you. So in these early retirement years, if you do Roth conversions, you can convert that money into tax-free money that grows tax-free forever. So whether you need it now or not, it might be a smart idea to look at year by year what your tax bracket is and project what it might be 5, 10, 15 years from now. Because if you retire early, you have probably 40 years to plan for. So Roth conversions are important. It's helpful to run it by a financial planner. I'll see you next time.